Cleto Reyes Hero gloves with their new double strap Velcro. Are these gloves hero or zero? Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. I'm Coach Simon, and here on Fit to Box channel I bring you all things boxing equipment. Today is the new gloves from Cleto Reyes. They've been out a little while. I've wanted to get hold of these gloves for a little while, and I now have a pair, and as you can see they have got that double Velcro, which I will cover off during this, and also the other things that Cleto Reyes have tried to change to improve their gloves. So let's start off with, let's show you these. These are the gunmetal, or what they call onyx and black in the colours. You can also get pearl, which is a white and grey, and you can also get copper and grey as well. And I really do like those colourways, 3 different colourways and a good selection of colours from each one. On the back there you can see what they've got is they've got the Cleto Reyes on the rear, and on these particular gloves they haven't gone for the oval, the classic Reyes oval that is their famous logo. And of course over the years I've always said about the fact that that logo sometimes chips off, and chips off very quickly, which makes a new pair of gloves look like an old pair of gloves very quickly. And so Reyes have tried to do something with this logo to address that. But I have to say, I do think that the gloves do lose something by not having the black and white oval famous logo. But that's what they've done, and I do think that that will last longer. This one, as you can see, there is no chipping. There is actually nothing really, I don't think, to chip off. So as I bring that round, so you've got the leather, beautiful leather that Reyes use, and there is a smell. It's a nice smell, but it doesn't smell as strong as the normal gloves. And then let's come on to that double Velcro. Okay, so normally they've just got a single Velcro, and on these they have tried something totally different, and they've gone with a double Velcro, and I'll bring that round. Okay, so double Velcro, both going in the opposite direction on that cuff, and then obviously that is on both gloves as well, and I'll come on to during the comfort how I get on with that and what I feel about that. There is also a shorter cuff. A lot of Cleto Reyes gloves can easily come down this part of your arm, which is fine for me, but I understand for shorter fighters, the more it gets to the crook of the arm, the more it'll be more uncomfortable for them. And these are judged by Cleto Reyes as a short cuff. Now these come in 16 ounce, which these are. They also come in 12 ounce and 14 ounce. These are £299.99 UK pounds for 16 ounce. For the 12 ounce and 14 ounce, they came in at around £281.99. And I got these from Champ's Fight Store, which is a fight store that is in Kent in the UK, and I'll put on the screen obviously some details about those, and I'll discuss that fight store at the end as well. Now what I will say is Reyes are a brand, as you can see there, established in 1945 in Mexico, and a very famous brand that has been used by many top professionals. And so they have got that rich heritage that goes with their brand and their name. Of late, they have been trying to catch up. There was certainly a period of time where I felt that Reyes were falling behind, especially with the improvements of all the other brands that are coming through. Reyes really did need to up their game, and they are trying, you can see that. Now, they've done things like their customization, which I've had to say is not great. With their anchors and their radioactive signs and stuff like that. I did see one advertisement where I think it was the name Jeff that they'd got on a thumb. You know, it's almost sort of very 80s type customization, which does not keep up with the customization that other brands are currently doing, which is amazing. So also what they did is they brought out another glove. They brought out the precision gloves, which I'll put a picture on the screen, and again just another attempt to improve or offer some more gloves to their people. And then obviously they're going with this double Velcro here, which is trying to innovate, and they are also trying to address not only the badge chipping but also the Reyes weight problem, which has been a problem for many years, whereby you could buy a pair of 16-ounce gloves and they could weigh 18, 19 ounces, which doesn't show great quality control. The fact that they've gloves have got a 16-ounce label and that they weigh 2, 3, 4 ounces more than that's on the label. So let's have a closer look at these gloves. Okay, so these, I think they look great in this gunmetal grey and black. They call it onyx and black. You've got the Cleto Reyes there, the logo on there, which I really do feel won't chip anywhere near like the oval badges used to. You come down, you've got that double Velcro. It looks like it's perforated, but that's just an effect. It's not perforated. You've got the beading going that way. You've got the beading going that way. You've got that Cleto Reyes badge there, rubber badge at the rear there. So as I bring it round, on that knuckle, you've got a firm to medium knuckle. That is a flat punch surface as well. As I bring that round, you've got a flat thumb. You've also got the thumb attachment in the correct area. And also you've got 6 bigger air holes on the inside of that thumb. The Velcro, bring it across. Okay, so that is the configuration and how it is, like so. And I do think that that is a little overcomplicated, I have to say. Inside there you have got the Reyes there, which is sort of the authenticity. You've got the Velcro there, and also obviously the Velcro there as well. And then as I bring that round, you fasten it that way and then fasten it the opposite way as well. Okay, so they've definitely tried to innovate when it comes to that, and I'll sort of tell you what I think about that later. So it has got 16 ounce on the label there, and that square rubber badge, I think that's a mistake actually. I think that shouldn't have the sharp edges each side, shouldn't have corners being square, and the fact that it's rubber, it should be soft. It's not soft. In fact, the indentation of those lettering means that that's even rough. As I rub my finger across the top of it, it's even rough. So it's rough there, it's rough on the corners, rough on the sides, and rough on the lettering as well. So that needs addressing. As I bring it round, again, something else that needs addressing is those small air holes. Tiny pinpricks really in comparison to the air holes that are on the thumb. And so that they've got lots of air holes on there, 9 small holes. I don't think that they're doing that much. You've also got a thin, small, thin grip bar. Again, that could be more substantial. And then you can see how that comes across the beading, and now you've got that support at the front, and a little bit of padding in there at the front, and also at the rear. You can see there is padding at the rear there as well. As it comes to the stitching, you can see really well made, as you would expect from Reyes. And then bring it round. You've got a little pull there on and a little stitching, but I'm not concerned about the stitching on this glove. And then obviously more complicated at the rear, but I've still done a good job with it. And then as I bring it round, again I've got straps flopping around all over the place, which I can tell you will annoy me very, very quickly. Inside you can see that lining, and it is a good lining, but look at that. I mean, just too much bagginess for me. The fact that you can grab onto that, and as you're using these over time, I can only see that getting worse and becoming a point where you'll be clasping the lining in the inside of your fingers and trying to loosen it. But yet, gloves now do not have linings that baggy, and Reyes needs to get rid of that feature. It needs to be much more tighter in there. You've got the badges in there as well, and then at the bottom there. Okay, so 16 ounce on a little label on the outer side of the wrist. First of the scales, the left glove, 16.5, that's perfect, and the right glove, 16.1, that is great. So let's come on to the comfort, and first of all I have to undo the double Velcro, put my hands in, and then tighten that first Velcro like so, and then the second Velcro there. Okay, now when it comes to that wrist, it does feel like a secure wrist, courtesy of that strap going that way and that strap going that way. My hands are in, so the finger pads, comfortable. Behind the fingernails and the cuticles and that first knuckle, comfortable. You can open the hand up, totally fine. There is, I can feel in there a little bit that the lining is a little baggy. The punch surface, as you can see, is a flat, really good punch surface. The thumbs, comfortable and also tucked in with a thumb attachment that's in the right position. And then the grip bar is a very thin grip bar. Okay, so it doesn't provide you with that sort of something to grip onto, as many of the new gloves that are coming out now are having more of a grip bar. That is really thin. On there as well, you have got those air holes. Those air holes are very, very small, and when I was using them, my hands were getting a little hot. So those air holes could be bigger. I mean, they've got a lot of air holes, but they're very, very small. Then let's put on the second one, and again, obviously, you've got the two Velcro. Slide them in. As I slide my hand in, I can feel that bagginess of the lining on my fingers as I put them through into the glove. Then over here, like so, and then the other one round like so as well. Okay, so for me, the double Velcro is a little bit of a faff. It's a bit overcomplicated when the first Velcro, the one Velcro that they have on their normal gloves, is perfectly adequate to give you a good wrist. I don't really know what they're achieving more with the double Velcro, the one going one way and the one going another. I've got a couple of concerns about it. The kicking up like that, either side, I would say is not going to be great. And also you have got that badge on there as well. So let me just cover off the comfort on this one. Exactly the same comfort for both gloves, which is always good. There's no areas of discomfort in either of these gloves. You can open the hand, no problem at all. And you've got good punch surface, and the hand does feel good in there. Okay, so when it comes to sparring, I would say that, like all Reyes gloves, is a hard sparring glove with a punch surface that is a puncher's glove punch surface. These definitely would be more suited to professional sparring as opposed to in an amateur gym. Then you've got that double Velcro. Okay, so what I would say is you've got that overhang, which I've already covered off, which could be a problem scraping against your sparring partner. Also, the sort of the configuration of that sort of double strap, again, could be caused a bit of abrasion when it's going against the other person's face or against their arms. During sparring, I could see that being rough. They've also got, on there, they've also got that rubber badge. Now, that rubber badge, okay, that rubber badge is bad on several parts, actually, because, first of all, you have got the rubber badge that has got, on the edges, sharp edges on the rubber badge. Okay, so that's rough. Then you've got the corners, because it's a square. And then you've even got, in there, they've got the Cleto Reyes, established 1945, but they've cut the lettering out. And so that there, even that is rough as well. So from my point of view, I would say if you're going to use these for sparring, I would get some glove tape and I would tape over the whole of that, the badge, the Velcro, the whole of the wrist, tape it over with glove tape, as opposed to using that for sparring. If someone was sparring against me, I would be quite concerned that that was going to be rough against me, and that badge could potentially cause a little slice, a little cut on me. Even on arms, if that was to rub against arms, that is too rough. I can't understand why Reyes have not sort of spotted that, or why they've done that. It really is puzzling to me. Then when it comes to bag work, yeah, it does provide a good firm wrist with that double Velcro. I do think it is overcomplicated. It's a bit like looking at the wheel, trying to reinvent the wheel and coming out with a hexagon. It's just not as good as the wheel. And that is not as good as the original Velcro, the one piece of Velcro that Reyes have got on their original gloves. Also think that thin grip bar, that could be better, could be bigger and more sort of useful. And also, as I've mentioned, about the hotness because of those lack of air holes and ventilation. You have got like a design here that looks like it's perforated, but it's not. It's not perforated at all. So that is why these gloves are getting hot. The best air holes are the ones that are on the thumb, where they are really big. Okay, so one person that did wear them also said, as they was doing them, that, you know, if you don't get them right and you get them a little bit dislined, that would drive him mad. So if you're that sort of person that when you've put them on, you keep looking, you keep on altering them because they're not lined up, then again, you know, very, very quickly you'd get quite annoyed with that. So let's get this on the screen. The Fit to Box Heavyweight Velcro price division is the price division that these gloves are going into. That is for gloves between 201 English pounds and 400 English pounds, or 251 US dollars to 500 US dollars. And on the card we have got a Mexican company. These gloves made in Mexico. I've gone style 94. I do think with the colourways and what they've tried to achieve, that these are a glove that will turn heads and that people will be interested in what they look like. Comfort 94, durability 96, a really good score on durability for these gloves. Obviously made in Mexico, and Reyes really do use great leather, and also they are solidly built. Sparring 92 for the reasons that I've mentioned, especially around that badge and that complicated wrist Velcro. I think that actually puts the sparring score down. So sparring 92. Bag 96 on the bag. I do think that these are great. They don't suffer from that many problems when it comes to obviously that Velcro system. When you're on the bag, all it does is it does give you good wrist support. Value for money 94. These are £299.99 UK pounds, and I have to say I think that is expensive for these pair of gloves. The actual overall score I've come out with is 94.3, so they do attain one Fit to Box star, which is very good. These are very good gloves. For £299.99, 1 star is not brilliant. If you look at the price divisions on my website, fittoboxchannel.com, you will see that there is many gloves that have got a 1 star that don't cost £299.99. So let me just go on to the 3 Mexican flaws. Okay, the weight on these gloves, they've obviously addressed the weight, and the weight, I would say, is fine on these gloves. Comfort, again, not a massive issue with these gloves. I think they're a comfortable glove. And also the thumbs, weird thumbs on Mexican gloves, and these have got fine thumbs. So when it comes to the 3 Mexican flaws that I've mentioned many times before, I do think that they tick all 3 of the boxes. So let's just put on the Fit to Box report card. I think they come out with some great colourways with these. I do like the fact that Reyes is trying to be innovative. I also like the leather and the build quality of these. They've tried to address the badge, and this badge is less likely to chip. They're also sort of there or thereabouts on the weight. But the big things against them are the price, high price point, £299.99. The double Velcro, definitely overcomplicated. The lining being baggy, and also the very small holes on the face of the glove mean that this can be a hot glove to use. Also, as I've always mentioned, not a great fan when it comes to that rubber badge. I think that's very ill thought out, especially for anyone thinking about sparring in these gloves. So I got these gloves from Champ's Fight Store. Okay, that is a fight store that is in Kent. I haven't featured them on the channel before. I'll put it on the screen, obviously some footage of the store so you can see the brands that they stock. They do stock a wide range of gear as well as brands. When I was speaking to the owner, I did a video call with him and he showed me around the store, and I was really impressed with what they are doing, and I'm really impressed with the range of gear that they're doing. And they're not only a boxing, there's also kickboxing, MMA, Muay Thai. They do cover a real range of combat sports, not just boxing. So Champ's Fight Store, I will include in the video description a link to those as well. So check them out and see if there's anything on their website that sort of takes your fancy. But yeah, really do like to introduce to you new stores that you can have a look at and see what is out there. I applaud that Reyes are trying to do things that are different. They are trying to innovate, and they are trying to keep up with the other brands that are out there. And I have to say, I think this is a valiant effort, but let me tell you, these gloves are not the one. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.